Hey everyone, I'm so excited to have a returning guest with us. He is taking over the industry. I mean, he's getting it even in the pandemic. I'm excited to talk to him about branding, marketing, promotion, especially how to grow your business in a pandemic and also attracting celebrity clients. So I'm thrilled to have back the A-list celebrity barber himself, the extraordinaire, the owner of BeProper Suites, Mr. Mel The Barber. How are you?
What's going on, Kay? How you doing?
Good, and you? How's everything?
It's good, Kay. Literally just getting off the flight from Cali, and I'm here with you right now in the bright sun. I'm out here, like I told you, I'm out here at CarMax, man. I'm trying to get me a truck or a Range Rover or something.
Okay,
I need to upgrade this thing.
okay. Oh man, I appreciate you. So just to get started, can you tell me? I know we met about 7 or 8 years ago when we did the first interview, and
Right.
this was while you were at someone else's shop. But now, fast forward 7 years later, you got your own shop. You're doing it big. You're
Right.
traveling. How did you make that shift?
Um, I kind of made the switch when I felt like I was at the W Hair Loft, which I feel like kind of gave me my start. And those guys over there are so phenomenal. They taught me everything, from how to brand yourself, from how to cut. Um, and so, it's kind of like when you've been in the nest for so long, and you just need, that mama bird to kind of push you over and just make you fly. And I decided to say, I got to go for it. I just got to fly. So that's how I made the switch over. And we're here today. Be proper, luxury suites.
Okay, okay. So how do you avoid burnout? I know a lot of people ask that question all the time.
How you voice that again?
Burnout?
Burnout,
Yeah.
like burning yourself out.
Yeah, because you cut hair. I mean that's a various, you on your feet, like it's not like you're
Right.
sitting down cutting people's hair. So how do you avoid burnout?
Man, I won't really say you can avoid being burnt out. You definitely have to have some type of balance with your personal life, with your grind, your business, because you're an entrepreneur. So you have to kind of really figure out a balance. You got to figure out a nice diet, and you have to exercise at least a little bit, even if some people don't. And you just got to kind of have structure. And I feel like if you have all those things while you're entrepreneur, you know, you'll tend to last a little bit longer instead of just always grinding, trying to chase the dollar.
Okay. How do you decide, when to take a value add, no money opportunity versus a value add money opportunity?
You kind of outweigh the pros and the cons out of any situation. I feel like when, let's say for instance, I'm doing a event. My apologies to airplane.
I mean, it's okay.
Again, we're outside. Hope you hear me. But when you are, say for instance, if I'm doing a charity event, I'm giving back. That's a great opportunity to kind of give back to the community, give back to the culture. Those things like that. Those things that you value more than money. Um, those are opportunities that you would take. If it's an opportunity that you can see yourself growing or getting to that next level, and it's a free opportunity, I'm gonna take that opportunity because I feel like relationships and opportunity sometimes is better than money.
Okay. So when did you start? At what point in your career did you start going after the celebrity clients?
I think I went after the celebrity clients when I was in barber school. Um, just I always told myself. I remember when we first met. I feel like that was like 9 years ago, 9, 10 years ago when we first met. I was chasing after celebrities back then, fresh out of barber school. I just didn't want to be your ordinary barber that worked in a community barber shop, that worked in that neighborhood type shop. I felt like I was a little bit more than that. My mom always told me that I was going to be someone that cut people that lives in $1 million homes, and I will be the personal groomer. I will be the one that will make sure, they was keeping up with their appearances. So I really chased the dream at a very early age. I went about it probably different than most people will go about chasing it, but I definitely chased it at a very, very beginning stage of my barber career, based off the vision my mom gave me.
Okay. So to date, what's been I guess what's been the celebrity client that you were like, I can't believe I got this person? Like, out of everybody you cut so far, who's been that person for you?
It okay. So when it comes to like celebrities, that I was kind of starstruck on, it will be weird because probably wasn't be the typical people that most people think that I will be like, oh my gosh, to. I've had the DJ Khaled, and I've had the the, the who else, Games and the Trey songs and things like that. But mine was really a football player, and I'm a big Deion Sanders fan. Everything I do is 21. Um, my email address ends with 21. My BeProper 21. Like, everything is 21. I'm a real huge Deion Sanders fan. And I love the way he motivates, and, he speaks life and he speaks positivity in people. So the closest person that I got to Deion Sanders was Devin Hester. And Devin Hester was a wide receiver slash kickoff return, punt returner. And I got a chance to cut his hair when he played for the Ravens. And when I actually got there, I was really smiling hard, ear to ear. I was, I don't even felt like I did his haircut that good. I was so starstruck because the fact that Deion Sanders felt like that was, someone he mentored, and after he retired, he was somebody that um, showed, the same type of person that he was on the field as a kickoff returner. So, I was a huge fan of Devin Hester. So that might be the only person literally I got starstruck over.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that answer. That was a great answer.
And like Devin Hester, like everybody else, I'm like, yo, y'all who y'all are. Like,
That's
I
true.
can walk in a room like I walk around with Fab, and it's nothing because he's Fab. Like, but everybody might geek out, but it's like it's Fab. So
Yeah. Okay. So, what are the major tips, to become a celebrity barber, and talk about the mindset? I think people become too focused on the money and, all that extra stuff, but talk about the mindset you have to have in order to gain and then retain these, and then of course get referrals when you're dealing with these type of influencers.
okay. Well, my answer might be a little different now that I'm a little bit more ahead in the game. I was focused a lot on celebrity clients at the very beginning, and I chased them. I mean, I used to go inside clubs, and if I seen a flyer that someone was hosting, I would literally try to get to that club, try to get to that section, and either I or I'll find a pretty young lady to go in that suite and be like, hey, I got this barber guy that would love to cut your hair. They would normally be like, well, sweetie, what about you? And she'll probably be like, well, you're not getting my number until you go to him. So here's a 20. Can you go get me this guy's number? I mean, I probably didn't do it the right way that I would tell most people to do it, but I definitely use social media to brand myself as if I was the best thing in this area. Even if I wasn't, I still don't feel like I am. But I try to portray uh, a presence about me that when you come to the city, you think about me. So I was always tell people that it's coming up in this industry now, and you want to get into that celebrity barber lifestyle. I will always say, promote yourself at the top notch level. You know, these days reels and videos are the thing right now. So do little creative things that will make you stand out. Paint a picture, sell a story. Your life is a reality show. You know, whatever whoever you want to be portrayed as, you can use social media to portray this image of whoever you want your consumers, which is the world and social media friends and followers, to look up to. You know, so you your own loving hip hop. You write your own script on social media.
Right.
So, if you want to be an arrogant, cocky barber, you can portray that image. That's how you want to be looked at. If you want to be a positive, speak life and, about culture and things like that, you portray that. Or you portray a family guy, whatever kind of person you choose to portray, you have that free platform to actually do it on social media. And I feel like if people start looking at, their life as a reality show, they can attain whatever goal or whatever type of brand that you want to get into, even if it's in barbering, doing nails, eyebrows, or whatever it is. Story sells. Every celebrity that you look at that's doing something now, from your Kevin Hart's or whatever, you can probably tell me their story.
That's
And
true.
so, I could tell you K's story. I could tell you my story. And most Cardi B, you know her story. Everybody that is somebody, their story. And so, I always ask, up and coming bar, what is your story? What do you want to be known as? Who are you? What makes you cut hair? Or, what makes you do what you do? So I feel like that's the biggest.
Okay. So what I got a question from the audience. Someone said, what's the quickest way to make $1,000 a day?
Oh, the quickest way to make $1,000 in the barber industry.
Yeah.
Okay, in the barber industry, one, obviously your price point has to be what it is. Um, and I feel like you gauge your price point because, us barbers these days, we get a little arrogant, we get a little cocky once we cut one, two celebrities, and then we put them in our bios with a celebrity barber, and then we start taxing. Um, so you definitely, if you want to make $1,000 a day, you have to sell an experience in your shop. That's the key. Folks will not pay for a $60 to $80 haircut if you're not giving them some type of experience. I just got back from LA, and a barber was in LA charging $450 for one haircut. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in the wrong demographic. I need to be in LA like today.
Right.
Uh, but sell that experience. Obviously, my price point is a little high. I feel like. So, but when you come in my shop, it is personable. We have a great experience. Um, I'm gonna be personable with you. I'm gonna give you an hour-long service. You might get the word. You might get some gospel music. You know, I'm gonna preach to you too at the same time. So you definitely
Okay.
gonna get that experience. But having a resume definitely helps with making that 1K a day. So if your price point is at $80 to $90 per haircut, or $70, if you cut about, let's say, about 10 to 16 people a day, you're definitely getting up there. You charging $100 a day, obviously. What is that? About 10 haircuts. Um, so you want to work harder, not smarter. If you cutting 20 heads in a day, you're gonna burn yourself out. Because you're not giving yourself an opportunity to go home and rest, be around family, have a life outside of that. So you're gonna burn yourself out trying to cut each and every head that comes in there. So as long as you can kind of, build some type of experience, offer multiple services, whatever price point you set, and if you have the talent and you're consistent with doing your service, you will definitely get to that mark that you're trying to reach.
Okay, so when did you decide to go full time, and what tips can you give the people? Because a lot of people, they do it on the side, or they do it a little bit, but they're not making significant income in order to grow their business. So when did you decide, and when's the, I guess, right time to go full time?
Um, I think that's a situational thing. I feel like everybody's situation is different in life. I had no other choice but to go full time because I quit a job and threw all my eggs in one basket and said this barbering is my last resort. For not finishing colleges and not finishing anything, I couldn't even freaking stay on a job long enough to, you know, get some taxes. So obviously, working for someone else wasn't in my cars. I guess being an entrepreneur always been in my car. So it's just pretty much just um, I can't tell nobody, no one the exact right time, but I would say that you have to trust God. You have to believe in yourself. My fiance literally just went kind of full time, so she's believing in herself, and you know and now she's kind of doing her thing. So
Congratulations too.
yep. So I guess I really can't honestly tell people their right time, but I just say, when it feels right in your soul, you pray it on it. You ask a couple people. If you got some clientele that you can see is starting to come back, and you have that good customer service, and you creating an experience, then I would say, go ahead and do it full time. But don't do it for the money. Do it because you love it, and eventually the money will actually start falling in your lap. Um, I definitely didn't do it for the money at the beginning. I kind of had a passion around cutting hair, and eventually, I mean, I was charging $20, $25. So I didn't see the money at first. I used to, owe some people, and they'll be like, "Well, you working every day, so where's my money?" I'm like, "Bro, I don't have clients. I'm so sorry, but it's coming." You know, so if you do it for the passion, you do it for the love, the money will come. If you do it for the money, it's gonna be rough for you at first because
Absolutely.
your mental is, I need this money. I have to pay this. I have to do that, and you're not thinking about getting a clientele. You're thinking about getting that next person just to pay. You're not giving that person some, probably a quality haircut because of it.
Yeah. So, what are some of the things that you've had to say no to that people may not know about?
Some things I had to say no to that people don't know about.
Yeah.
You gotta give me an example. I say no a lot now.
Oh my gosh, like an opportunity, like, or
I mean, I've turned down celebrities.
because of
To get
what?
someone, I've turned down, cutting celebrities to get someone else an opportunity. So I would say no to a celebrity. I just said no to one this weekend. Unfortunately, I wasn't here, but I probably wouldn't have did it if I was here. But I gave somebody another opportunity because I feel like, everybody has to eat. Everybody has to be great, and I want to see everybody successful, especially if you're a black man, and in this culture right now. So I want to see everybody win. If the celebrity barber, is what you want to be, I can give you one or two, and then see what you do after that, because opportunities are only come around sometimes once in a lifetime, twice. So if you get one, you got to make the best of it. So I said no to that. I've said no to a lot of events, things that obviously I don't feel that will bring me value. So if it doesn't bring me value, if it doesn't make sense, I feel like I'm a little established now to kind of turn down some things and give someone else the opportunity and see what they can do with it.
Okay. And
But
don't laugh.
I can't really kind of pinpoint one particular thing to give you some tea or be messy. But yeah, that's kind of like what it is.
Okay, and don't laugh. So, what do you provide like synthetic hair, or like what are your thoughts about that whole movement now? Like, people having balding hair issues. Like, do you provide that
All
service,
right.
and what are your thoughts with that?
Right. I think it's a great service. I feel like you guys, which is gorgeous like women, Asian, white, whatever your uh, ethnic is, but I do feel like it's you guys been doing it for so long. Us guys need something too. So if I start thinning up to the top, man, I'm gonna throw a hair unit on that thing. So nah, I have no issue with it. I think I feel like one of the dope pioneers of the hair units probably came from this area. So um, I feel like it's a great skill set to have, to get a hair unit, especially if you're going thin or if you're balding in a certain area. If you need to go get that hair unit to get that confidence about yourself, I'm all for it. Yes, I know how to do it. I'm probably not the best at doing it as some people are, but I have done a few, um, and yeah, it gives you confidence. And guys need confidence just like you young, you ladies. So yeah, I see no knock in it, man. Just don't meet a guy when you take him on a date and try to take him to a pool. Like, don't do that the first time you meet him. Like, man, get that man some. Let him be great.
Yeah.
Difference is we keep it on. Y'all take y'all's off and put it on that little mannequin. Pew. Nah, we don't do that. But we can keep it and keep the maintenance up. Yeah, it's a good thing.
Okay.
I'm
Okay. And
listening.
last question. How do you, well, last two questions. How do you balance, your work and then being a father, fiance, and then like, how do you balance that?
Recently, my son's getting older. He's 5 now, so I kind of cut back on the hours that I work. I tried my hardest to get home before he goes to sleep. That's my biggest thing. Is kind of getting home before he go to sleep. I kind of cut off all the distractions that I used to be around, which is going out and being out here in these what they say, being outside these days.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of fell back from it a little bit. So just kind of having that opportunity to kind of step back from that, grind, and also just just being with my family more. That gave me balance to that gave me balance to. Hey, I apologize, man. I have my mom like to the left of me. Yeah, she's like yelling in my ear to give her these shout outs and stuff.
Oh,
I'm
shout
not
out
giving.
your mom, yo. I know she's the number one supporter. Shout out to your mom.
Man, I'm not giving her what she wants right now. No, I'm not gonna do it. No, but yes, as she stated, having a support system, you know, having especially my mom. My mom watched my kid every Friday night to allow me and my fiance to have a date night every Friday night.
Okay.
So just to kind of have that balance. Um, like I stated earlier, she's kind of going full time herself, and um, honestly, she's probably been my motivation to get back to, where you met me. To kind of watch her, she does eyebrows now, and to kind of watch her do her brows, and she watched me for a little while, and she kind of can see that you can really, become somebody, from being an entrepreneurship and being in this industry, and to watch her start her brand, have her products now, and we actually work together, and BeProper. So BeProper is not just me no more. It's more like a family shop.
I
So
love
now
it.
you can come in, and you can come in and bring your guy friend. You can get your eyebrows done again, and he can get a haircut.
Okay.
So I have that balance now because I go to work with her, and I come home and still with her. So
I
and
see your
help my
eyes back, right?
yeah, trying to help my son. So it's I have the balance actually at the shop. So, and then like I said, I stay around family all the time. Like I don't really have too many friends as I used to when I first started. And now my best friend is like my son, and you know my closest other friend is my mom, and then her, and then my god brother. So it's good. That's how I think I kind of stay afloat these days and stay humble and consistent.
That's good. So what's next for you? And then tell people where they can find and connect with you at.
What's next for me? I feel like Be Proper is about to extend its brand a little bit. I think I'm about to expand the shop. So I'm looking for some lash technicians, and I'm looking for a female barber. I just want to kind of give everybody that Be Proper experience. And what Be Proper pretty much means is that for me it means that I've done so much, you know, inconsistent things in my life, and I feel like I'm at the stage in my life now where I want to do everything the right way, and I don't want to, tell, as people say, fibs or lie, or I want to be very solid and authentic at all times. And I want to be proper about the way I move. So
Hmm.
I came up with the name Be Proper because I want to always educate people to be proper when it comes to now keeping up with your appearances. I want you to be proper at doing that, keeping up with your clothing, or however you attain yourself. Be proper with it. Have the proper etiquettes about going about your life and being solid towards people. Always stay 100 towards people, as I like to say, 200 towards people. Um, and that's what Be Proper stands for. It's just being proper all the way around. And so I'm definitely expanding the brand to put everything all in one shop. So you can walk in this shop and get your eyebrows done. After you get your eyebrows done, jump in the lash chair and get a female barber in there. If some guys don't feel comfortable coming to a guy, get a nice female barber in there that does some facials, some hot towels, give you the steam work, and offer that experience. And it goes back to what the question was: how can you make $1,000 in a day? And that's always my goal, is to make 1,000 in a day. So how can, like I just stated, how can I offer and make 1,000 a day if I don't offer some type of experience? So now you can walk in my shop and get this whole dynamic experience. So that's what's next. I was just in LA, kind of acting. So
Okay.
I think some acting is
We
in
should
my
add
car.
to your resume.
Add that to the resume.
Yeah.
Shout out to Head and Shoulders. They had me out there doing a Head and Shoulders commercial, and I was
Okay.
acting a little bit, messing up on my lines, but I got through it.
That's what's
So
up.
so I think acting is next in the cars. Um, just being that multi talent, hosting, and just being not just a one trick pony. Having all different types of skill set in my arsenal to try to be able to do anything for different brands. If you want me to host a award show, I'm there. If you need me to act and be there, I'm there. I just want to be more
Man,
than
what
just.
books you been reading, man? This is not the same Mel on the first interview that I had 7 or 8 years ago. This is not the same Mel. What have you been reading?
I have trouble reading books, and I
You
always say
listen to audio? You're doing something.
I don't do nothing. I listen to my mother, she told me to pray all the time, so I pray.
Okay.
I listen to my fiance, and yeah, I just listen to my family. Something I kind of been running from when you first met me. Like I said, I was a little cocky at the time, cutting Trey Songz hair, and you know, traveling with Trey and doing things with Trey, Fab and Jeezy, and you cut the DJ Khaled. I'm coming from South Carolina. I've never experienced this before. I have never had attention. So I always feel like at that time, God has a funny way of humbling you. So I feel like I got humbled real quick, start losing clientele and all that. And so I just started, listening to the people around me. They know me best. So I started listening to the people around me. Started just moving very strategic. Like I said, I just try to be very authentic and try to stay humble and consistent. And that's who you getting right now, honestly.
Okay. Well, congratulations on all your success. I mean, actor now,
Yeah.
entrepreneur.
Ooh.
You just doing it big. I'm so happy for you. I can definitely see the growth, and I see nothing but great things for you. And you're a true hustler. I mean, you out there getting the car. You kept your word. You doing the interview.
Yeah, man, I bought the laptop just in case I missed it. I didn't want to miss it. You know,
Right.
I would have
Right.
been at the airport doing this. So
Yeah.
hopefully they'll approve me for a car. They gave me a good trade offer, so I think
Okay.
you know about to get a. No, I want this Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT.
Okay.
That's what I really want. But Mama's with me, so she's gonna try to put me in a car that's less fast and less on the insurance.
Mm-hmm. Smart. That's smart. That's smart. Okay. Well,
But
thank
man,
you again. I truly appreciate. I'm sure people got tons of value today, and definitely keep us posted. Any events you have coming up. If you're doing like courses, I don't. Are you planning to do courses or seminars or anything like virtual
man,
seminars?
that's the other thing that is next in the cars, man. Me
Okay.
and my fiance was talking about doing some virtual classes, possibly together or possibly separately. But the virtual classes is coming. About time. Teaching people the basis on how to cut hair. Teaching people how to use enhancement the proper way, and also teaching people how to brand. I feel like those are things that we lack at, especially with the Instagram barbers these days. All we see is the fibers and the stuff that goes on the hairlines to make it sharp. But I feel like we're missing the basis of cutting hair. So if you know the basis of cutting hair, you can add that stuff later. And then the basis of becoming a brand. Like I said, when you first met me, I had just started and I came out the gate swinging. to the person I am now. So I think I have a little knowledge for some folks. So yeah, that's the classes are definitely coming. So be on the lookout for that.
And your website.
But yeah, definitely if anybody want to come, and check out the BeProper experience. Bring your wife, bring your husband, bring your side guy, your side girl. I don't care, kids, whoever, bring them to BeProper, and you can find us at BeProper / Style C, or Mel The Barber's Style C / Mel The Barber. But it's probably easier just to go to Mel The Barber at Mel The Barber Instagram to check me out. At Mel The Barber 21 on Twitter. Facebook is for my family down south, so I already have Facebook. But yeah, check me out, man. Come pull up. You gotta pull up, get your eyebrows done. First one's on me.
I know, right? I will. Hopefully, she don't hurt me too bad. I'm a little my eyebrows a little sensitive, so hopefully she don't hurt me.
Man, I think she do like it's something called the laminations or something the tenant. So I don't know. It look like
you know the vocabulary, okay?
It look like she's curving your eyebrows or something. I don't know what she's doing, but
okay.
She's tending. She got crazy following so far.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I gotta check her out. Okay.
Yeah, Tasha Beauty. Tasha Bree Beauty. Yeah, TashaBreeBeauty.com. Okay. That's hers.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you, Mel. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, definitely. And get your car.
About to figure out something.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right, Bear.
All right.